Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see behind me, I have the 2019 Audi Etron, and today I wanted to go over 5 really cool things that I think come along with owning this car. Now, before I start today's video, I just wanted to say thank you to Openroad Audi Boundary for letting me take the car out for the day. But if you guys are in the market to buy an electric car, I think that now that Audi has a fully electric car, it kind of changes the game a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and here are 5 really cool things that I think you guys should check out when it comes to the Etron. So we're inside the Etron, and the first feature and cool thing that I want to tell you guys about the car is the interior. I think that out of every Audi car that I've ever driven, the Etron just has a different feel to it, and it just looks very modern. Now, the first thing that I kind of want to talk about are the screens. One thing that I noticed is that when you're sitting in the car, you don't really have to be flipping through screens or trying to find anything, because one really cool thing that they do is they lay everything out in front of you so that you can just see it. So the first screen that you guys can see here is the one that you see while you're driving. So if you have directions in, it makes it really easy to be following directions and not having to look anywhere else. Now, also on this screen, you guys can see you get what drive mode you're in. It'll also show you how fast you're going. It gives you the lane keep assist down there in the right-hand corner. And then it also shows you what your battery percentage is at. So there's a lot of really cool things that are built into this screen that I just think makes it really convenient to see while you're driving. And then right beside you have 2 big screens. The top one shows you everything to do with the vehicle. So whether it's the parking aid, or you guys want to select like a different drive mode, or you want to check your charging and efficiency, all of those things are built into that top screen. Now, also you can choose to have a map on that screen as well. Also under that screen is all of your climate control. So you guys can see here that basically everything that you need for the interior of the car in terms of temperature, or wanting to turn your heated steering wheel on or heated seats, it's all laid out very nicely for you. And I think that it just makes it a lot more convenient when you're driving down the road if you can just look to the side really quick, turn something on, and then focus back on the road. All 3 of these screens do a great job at making it very easy to just choose what you want and then not have to worry about it. The interior of the car is just designed in a way that makes it feel very luxurious. So you guys can see on the seats as well, they have a circuit board pattern, and then all of the lines that you guys can see, like it kind of feels like you're driving a spaceship. So that's the first thing that I thought was worth mentioning about this car, is just the detail that's put into the interior. They did a really good job. All right, guys, the next thing that we're looking at is the exterior of the Etron. I think that Audi has done an amazing job at making it look really stylish. Now, you know that if you are in the market to buy an electric car, there's a lot of different electric cars out there, but there's not really a lot of them that look good. And I think one good thing that Audi has done with the Etron is they've put a lot of style into the exterior of the car. So on the specific model that I have right now, these are 20-inch wheels, but you can upgrade and get 21-inch wheels, and then you can also get the upgraded brake calipers. So as you guys can see by the one that was in the showroom, this is actually the 21-inch wheels with the yellow brake calipers on them. I think that both rims are really nice. It just kind of depends on what kind of style you're going for with your car. So on the outside of the Etron, the charging port is just put onto the side right here, right under the decal, and all you have to do to open it is push this button, and it opens up and you can charge right there. Now, a really cool option that also can come on the Etron is you can get a charging port on each side of the car. I think it's like an extra $600 Canadian to get that put on. I think it's a nice little option that you can just add to it if you want. But with this one, you just get the one charging port, and it's located right by the driver's door. All right, so one more cool feature about the exterior of the car is the way that it sits on the road. So right now, as you guys can see, it is sitting very low, and when you put it on off-road mode, it actually lifts the car up, and you can kind of see it when it happens. So I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. So the current mode we're in is dynamic, and this is where it sits on the road. Now, when you put the car into off-road, you guys can see right here how much the car is actually gonna raise. And so that right there is as high as the car goes, but you guys can see just by the 2 different modes how much the car actually changes. Another really nice thing I like about the Etron are the lights. So when you're looking at the back of the car, I like how you can see the whole light going around the back of it. And then also in the front, it has really cool like flared off kind of feathered lights that I like. So I think overall Audi has done a great job at making an electric car that actually looks super nice. So yeah, the outside of the car is something that I think is worth talking about and something that they did a really good job on. Now moving on to the technology in the car, I feel like there could be a whole video just based on this, but for right now, I'll just do a quick overview and show you guys some of the main things. One thing that I really like is that Apple CarPlay is built into it. So if you have an iPhone, it works great. Another thing is that everything is a touch screen, so it makes it very modern and it feels really cool. There's only one knob and it's the volume knob. Another thing that's really cool is that the technology on the dashboard, when you're looking at it, it'll tell you everything about your battery, your kilowatts per hour. It'll give you how far you have until you need to charge, as well as your maps and like your destinations and all of that. So in terms of technology, I don't think this car is really lacking in anything. So yeah, there's a lot of options that are in this car and a lot of like different technology features, but I think overall it hits all of the main things that you could ever want, and everything is all digitalized. So yeah, it's a very modern car and everything just looks very sleek, and they just did a really good job at making it feel really comfortable. Guys, the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is charging. I feel like with the e-tron, one thing that a lot of people might think is that because it's an electric car, it might be hard to find a charger. Now, where I live in Vancouver, there's a lot of different chargers set up all over the city and all over the lower mainland. So as you guys can see, this is a charging station right here, and it didn't take me long to find it all. Inside the car, you can find regular chargers and you can find fast chargers. And also there's a bunch of apps out there that actually give you the location of all of them. So with this one right here, it's super easy. It is just like a basic charger. Now, one thing that's really nice about charging at these public chargers is that a lot of them scattered around the city, you can charge for free. Now, if you're in a big rush and you just need a little bit of battery, I think that it helps a lot just knowing that you can look in your car, find a charger, go there quick, get it done, and then be back on the road. The e-tron also has a great battery. The range on it is 329 kilometers. And I've noticed yesterday after driving all over the place filming, the battery didn't really go down that much. At the end of the day, I had to plug it in, but it only took 6 hours to charge. So range isn't really an issue with the e-tron. I think that 329 kilometers is definitely a good amount of range to get you wherever you need to go. And if you are going on a road trip, there's a bunch of chargers along the way that you can stop at. And now that I feel like electric is becoming more of a popular thing, it's not really gonna be an issue to find chargers when you're driving around. So yeah, that's another awesome feature that comes along with this car. The charging and battery are just super convenient. So the next thing that I think is worth looking at in the Audi e-tron is the space within the car. I think now because there's a battery, it gives a lot of space up front because there's no engine. And also in the back, I think they've done a great job at just adding a little bit more room for you to keep whatever you need to keep back there. So in order to get into the front hood of the car, all you have to do is pull this little lever that's right here. And the hood actually just opens up like a regular car. So you put your hand under, find the little lever, and then this is what it looks like inside. You get a little bit of room up here. I think that it's just a nice little spot that if you have like a backpack or something that you need to travel with that's light, it can definitely fit up here. And now as you guys can see in the back of the e-tron, there's definitely a lot of space. I think it's pretty similar to a lot of other SUVs out there. But one thing is when you open this little latch right here, you guys can kind of see like down here, there's a lot more room. So this goes pretty deep. And then this is also something that can come out so that if you need to empty it out or clean it or whatever, you can. So I think that they did a really good job at just giving you a lot of space within the car, because since it is electric, you have a lot more room to add space because of the battery. All right guys, so that is the last thing that I want to show you on the e-tron. If you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I think that Audi has done a great job at making their first electric car, and I think that the interior, the exterior, the battery, everything when it comes to the space and the safety and the tech in the car, they did a great job with all of it. There's just a lot of detail that was put into the car. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to check the e-tron out, I will put a link in the description. Also, I just want to say another thank you to Openroad Audi Boundary for letting me take the car out for the day and showing you guys this video. So if you guys want me to do more car reviews like this, then let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you guys think of the e-tron down in the comments. But with all that being said, hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.